Hello! It's Magic Monday live. Or if you're watching on repeat, it's Magic Monday was live, but not live anymore. And today I want to talk about what to do when you can't be asked. You're not allowed to write the word asked when you do a broadcast like this because they end up getting blocked all over the place. But we can say asked, and that's okay. What to do when you can't be asked. So it is great to be here. Let me just see if what my music's like. Probably a bit too loud, is it? Oh my goodness. I've got a button here that I press, and it's meant to just turn things down very, very gently. Like that. That's not doing it, is it? Oh my goodness. There we are. There we are. I found it. There's a button. You can just do that and it just turns it down. And I don't have to shout anymore. I can just be here in a nice sort of gentle way. So hello everybody and welcome to the one and only Magic Monday. I am all over the place with my buttons today live. Have we got the jingle ready, Michael? Have we got the jingle ready? Hang on. I'm trying to do this in a new way, and I've caught myself out already. Hang on.
It's the start of the week. Grab your coffee cups. It's Magic Monday Live.
It is. It's the start of the week. Grab your coffee cups. It's Magic Monday Live. And today I'm talking about two things. I'm going to talk about what to do when you can't be asked. And I'm also going to talk about this, which is quite nice. It kind of happened at the weekend. Oh, and also these. I've had some nice cards. We have a little quarantine system, and various things have gone into quarantine. But then suddenly, all this nice stuff's arrived, and people have sent some nice cards to say thank you for the stuff that we do, which is so lovely. Thank you so much for making me and others shine. That is so lovely. Michael, follow and then live your dreams. Avoid the dream stealers. Please keep making dreams happen. Thank you very much. And dear Michael, thank you. A big thank you for inviting me onto your Brilliant People Live. It was great fun. And then slightly, this is a little bit of an embarrassment because this was sent through with a ribbon in that I was meant to use during the launch of Diane Hull's book. And unfortunately, I didn't. I didn't get it in time. Everybody else is cutting the ribbon for Diane's book. Meanwhile, I'm like this, pretending that I had something. So this weekend was great. I've had a fun weekend. Saturday, we went for a big hike and we saw a seal on the beach at Druridge Bay. So if you've ever been to Druridge Bay, it is absolutely beautiful. It's really, really incredible. I wonder if I can show you the seal. Can I do that live on here? So probably should have planned this a little bit as well. I think I can. Hang on. Let me do this and send it to there. And then I'll show you the seal in a moment. It should appear on that screen and then I can share it. Yeah, it was cool. It was the most wonderful, wonderful thing. There we are. Right, it's appeared. Do that. Right, do you want to see the seal? I'll show you the seal. Hang on. Share. Here we go. Share a video file. Look at that. The little seal. Hello. Hello. I'm going to talk to it, obviously. Look at its cute little face. How beautiful is that? Oh! So that was on the Northumberland coast at a place called Druridge Bay on Saturday. It's just nobody around. I mean, there's just nobody on the beaches in Northumberland. And it was a little bit nippy, but it was still just a beautiful, beautiful day. So yeah, so that was nice. And then yesterday we went swimming with our granddaughter. So up on the place called the Military Road, for people in the northeast, you'll know it. There's a little private pool, and you can book it for an hour at a time for just your family. And we went there with little Ella, and she's 14 months old and was swimming with holding a little float and kicking along. It was just brilliant. It was absolutely adorable. And then we had a lunch at the Beaumont in the grounds of Hexham Abbey. They built a marquee, a beautiful marquee, actually, very nice one, in the grounds of Hexham Abbey. And they were doing lunches there over this period, and we were allowed to eat outside. And we got we were on the last table on the last day before it closed down, and we had a fantastic lunch. And there was 6 of us from 3 households, family members, just had the best time. So that was great. And then I woke up this morning and I could not be asked. I could not be asked to do any work. Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever been that person who just, you wake up and you're thinking, oh my gosh, especially if you're self-employed, because if you've got a job to go to and you've got to log in or be there by a certain time, you can't put it off. You just have to do it. But when you're self-employed, sometimes you just can't be asked. So I thought, right, I need to get myself sorted out. What am I going to do? So I did a bit of self-talk. Come on, Michael. Yes. Did a bit of that. Didn't really work. I was like, okay, plan B, go out for a pacey walk. So I went out for my pacey walk, but instead of just going out for the walk, I went out and I listened to an audio program. And I knew that by listening to this audio program, it was going to get me going. And I took notes as I was walking. I gave myself stuff to do while I was out walking. And you know what? There's something about creating momentum by literally moving that makes you want to get started. By the time I got home, I had gone way past this idea of can't be asked and was into can't wait to get started with this day. And so it's been a brilliant, brilliant day. Plus, the other thing that has happened at the weekend, which kind of really inspired me to get my finger out and do some stuff, was this. So I'm going to do another little share here. Do a share screen. Window, that one. There. Right. Okay. I'll come to that in a second. So this popped up on the feed yesterday. I didn't really see it. It was in How to Be Brilliant, apparently, but I didn't see it. And then my mum rang me about it this morning to say that I was in You Magazine. Now, I have to say, You Magazine, it's part of the Daily Mail, and I don't read the Daily Mail for various reasons, but a friend of mine wrote a poem called The Daily Hate Mail, and I think that's kind of why I don't read the Daily Mail. But my mum's next door neighbour gets it, and they give her it after they've read it. So that's fine. So my mum said, have you seen you're in the Daily Mail on Sunday? And it's a story, it's from Sarah Cox. So Sarah Cox, I love. She's absolutely brilliant. And she talks about the career break that nearly broke me. You see that? It's a bit shiny, isn't it, under my lights? The career break that nearly broke me. And she's very open in this article. And she talks about how she took this career break and how it was a pretty challenging time. But the lovely thing that happened is during that career break, I became her coach. And it was because of our lovely mutual friend, Davina McCall. And she had seen Davina transform from what she was doing, which was like she was just known for like Big Brother mainly. And then she suddenly was doing all this new stuff and transformed herself. And she wanted to know how she did it. So she got in touch with Davina and she sent her a text. And she says, Davina rang me back, which is typical of her, just to ring back. And she said, I can put it down to one moment. And it was the moment I started to work with a guy called Michael Heppel. So Sarah got in touch with me and she said, look, I'm in a very, very difficult place at the moment. And I need a little bit of advice. So yeah, no problem at all. So I went to see her, and I'm not breaking any confidence here because she talks about it in the article. We just sat around a kitchen table and she just burst into tears and was like, oh, my career seems to be over. Oh, it's terrible, blah, 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 blah. And I said, okay, let's do a Wheel of Life. So we did a Wheel of Life, and I just did my Wheel of Life this morning. That's another thing that I've done this morning to kind of get me, I wanted to get excited about this halfway through the month. It's a good time to do a Wheel of Life halfway through the month, the 1st and the 17th. That's the days to do them. 1st and the 17th. Team 17 will be meeting tonight. We'll be talking a little bit about Wheel of Life. But anyway, the brilliant thing with Sarah was that she was like, her Wheel of Life, her family side of things and her health and all that type of stuff was great. It was the career and the vision side of things. And she describes it as a beach ball, which is my beach ball was half flat. Half was lovely and nicely inflated. The other half was half flat. And this is what she says, which was really nice. She says, oh, come on. There we go. I'd lost my mojo. I was really, I didn't know what I'm doing. It was a text back from when she's contacted Davina saying, you'll be okay. The phone rang, and I thought, now I've got to confront it. Davina's very good like that. She's proactive. She won't just send you an email. She'll get stuck in. Davina's advice included speaking to Michael Heppel, who writes books and gives speeches to businesses and business leaders about making the most of your talents in the workplace. Well, I don't really do that, Sarah, but I'll take it. That's fine. He sat at Sarah's kitchen table while I just sobbed. I was crying about my career, and he got me to draw this balloon, which was the Wheel of Life, like a big beach ball. One half is your work and one half is your personal life. And it was actually quite nice because I realized that my home life and she talks about her home life being good. So that's what we're going to build on. We're going to build on what is good, which is one of my coaching techniques that I use. So we did that. And then the other thing that I often do is I challenge people to get in touch with other individuals who you admire. And those individuals, ask them to meet with them, not for advice, just to meet with them. And it just really buoys you up when you get people who you admire and you talk to them about what you might want to do. So she met with Richard Madeley, Jonathan Ross, and various other people. And she talks about that in the article. And obviously, Sarah went on to do rather well. So she does all sorts of fantastic stuff. So she obviously, Radio 2 is her main thing. Tea time show between 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock, but she also does a show about book reviews, Between the Covers, I think it's called, and a whole bunch of other great stuff. And she's very, very generous. And she says, I can track it back to that moment when we had that first coaching session. I did about 6 sessions with Sarah. She was absolutely brilliant. So that's what's been happening. Should we have a little look at who's leaving comments today? Please leave a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Always good. Hello, Michael. Glorious day in Ayrshire. Hello, in Ayrshire. There's Angie Vale. Hello from Witham. And Steve Kelly. Sunny Chesterfield. Having a stuffed day. Stuffed days. Most people have stuffed days every day. Focus days, key days, me days, stuffed days. Yay. Dean Coulson, happy Monday from Dean and West Sleepburn. Busy finalising my book. Dean's book is going to be out soon. And here's Dave. Dave and Sunny, then Rainy, then Windy, then Sunny again, Womborne. Dave's book is available now. Official launch on June the 1st. Fueled, Filled and Fired Up. I have written the foreword for it. Available, which is great. Hello for Clivenger. That's Diane. And hello, Heather. Somebody saying hello to Heather, or hello, it is Heather. One or two. Good morning from Barbados. You see, that's the coolest way to sign in, isn't it? Good morning from Barbados. Yay. Big Ian. Help someone else, then you never feel like you've wasted any time. Perfecto. Thank you, Big Ian. Nice to see you. Happy Magic Monday. Happy Magic Monday to you. I hope StreamYard works today. It is, Elizabeth. It's working perfectly. Here's Manj. Hello, wishing a Magic Monday to everybody. That's a nice message. Weather-wise, bit arsey here. Oh, your ribbon. Cut it now. No, I'm going to keep the ribbon, Diane. It's lovely. Nick Finney, good afternoon from Enfield. Good afternoon, Nick. The unplanned always works out. It kind of does, doesn't it? Good afternoon from Crammy. Steve, lovely to see you. Pleased that you're back in your groove, as you described it, which was brilliant news. Hello from Wheatley. I felt like I couldn't be asked to do anything yesterday, but I dragged myself outside to go out walking, determined not to spoil every day in May. That's a nice one. You walk in every day in May. I love it. Wow, how wonderful. Thank you. Hello from Doncaster, Donny. Hope the seal could get back in to swim. He's gorgeous. Have you seen him before? Never out on the beach like that. I've seen him in the water, hopping about and up on the rocks, but never out like that. So there was somebody else. I said the beach was empty. There was 2 other people who we saw when we were talking to the seal. And this lovely person, she came over and she said, when we were walking along, we saw it just kind of coming out and just moving up there, and we were a little bit concerned. So I rang a friend of ours who's involved with the seal rescue, and they said that sometimes what they do is they come out just for a rest. So I said, we're going to walk that way for about half an hour and walk back. So we'll probably be about an hour. If he's still out here, not particularly, or he or she, I'm not sure how you identify the sex of a seal, then we'll sort it out and we'll ring our seal rescue people. But it seemed to be all right. That's amazing. We're talking about the seal, I'm sure. Good afternoon from Ipswich. Hello. Diane, when you feel like that, just be kind to yourself. I know, but the thing is, there's stuff to do, Diane. And I'm all about slowing down, but I had to slow down all weekend. I didn't do any work this weekend at all. Change state, get going, have a few go-tos in my toolbox. You've got to change that state. If it was me, I'd be listening to you, Michael Heppel, on the pacey walk to get me out of my can't be asked mode. That's, yeah. I should probably listen to myself sometimes. That's not a bad call. Is Sarah Cox who does Between the Covers? Yes. It's a really good show, and she's back on with it. Just printing mine off. We must be talking about Wheel of Life, definitely. I can't be asked, Michael said. Oh, it's a poem. Here we go. This is brilliant. Diane, the queen of poetry. I can't be asked, Michael said. I think that I will stay in bed. When you're self-employed, you need not work. You can choose. You can just shirk. Pleased you came to see us, though. We love your lives. Don't you know? Brilliant. Hi, everyone. Matt here in Land of Smiles. Got Thailand, by the way. Got humid thunder and rain. Yes. I'm out on my morning walk. Lovely. Your morning walks are just in paradise. Martin, hello, Martin. Found my Wheel of Life many years ago. It's interesting reflection. That's one of the brilliant things to do with the Wheel of Life. Get your current one and get your later one and just see how they work out. It's hot, humid. Yeah, we got that. Hello to Barbados. I know, Barbados. Hi from Halstead. Hi, Nikki. Great to see you. Sitting on a park bench watching Michael whilst listening to the birds sing in the trees in Barbados. What's your choice of Sunday paper, Michael, if you buy one? Well, do you know what? Probably the Times. Do you know why? I really don't like the Paperboy. Do you get it? Or the Sunday Times. I don't like the Paperboy. We live at the top of a hill. That's to carry. No, okay. Oh, dear. Hi, Casey. Everyone chatting. That's nice. Hello, everyone. It's raining, but I'm feeling happy for a Monday. Get in. I'd love to go to the beach with Max, two other people on it. Oh, yes. Perfect for me, even if it isn't in Barbados. I know. Honestly, nobody around. Just glorious. You've reminded me of Be Brilliant the first time I read it. It got me out of my headspace. Thank you. Friend to the stars. I would definitely not describe myself as friend to the stars, but I do know a couple of people who other people would have heard of, if that makes sense. Definitely. Rob Mackens, hey! A long time no speak. I've started to include the Wheel of Life in the mental health first aid course I teach. That is brilliant and lovely to see you, Rob. Hope you are brilliantly well. And we used to do the jumbo crosswords in the Times ages ago. It is a jumbo crossword. Thanks very much, everybody. Hope you are going to have a brilliant week. I'm way out of my can't be arsed now, and I just can't wait to get going. I've got a whole bunch of brilliant stuff happening. And next week, on Magic Monday at Live, I will be announcing the next Write That Book and exactly how you can get involved. I am buzzing. There's going to be a pop-up, there's going to be a masterclass, there's going to be a webinar, there's going to be a whole bunch of challenges, there's going to be mega prizes, and I will be telling you all the details next Monday and how you can get involved with Write That Book Summer 2021. Whoop whoop. See you later. Bye.